Hi, today we're going to be going through the straight leg kick warm-up. We recommend students use this at the beginning of every class. Let's go ahead and come into a horse stance. Sink down into the middle. So these are a series of kicks taught to us by Grandmaster Sin, where we keep the leg completely straight. You keep your leg locked out. So the point of it is to build range of motion in your hips. You're keeping the leg straight and you're just making all the movement come from the hip area. You can consider it it's a dynamic stretch, meaning that you're stretching but over a full range of motion. So rather than static stretching, this is more effective because you're stretching over the entire range that a kick will need to travel. You always do this at the beginning of a warm-up, or we always say do it at the beginning of class. But the idea is to start light, just see where your body is when you begin these kicks, and then build up from there. Don't have a certain height in mind that you have to get to. Just start, see where your body is, just go with that, and if you start feeling warm or start loosening up, then you can go higher. So these are good because they're not only opening up your hips, but they're also starting to get you warmed up, get your heart rate going. So they're a great little exercise before doing a workout. I highly recommend doing some standing hip cars. CARS is just an acronym for controlled articular rotations. The idea is we just want to get our hip loosened up before we do these kicks. So lift the knee as high as you can in front, keeping your root leg bent. Open up, rotate the knee down and ankle to where they're on the same level. Kick the heel back. So from the side, I'm just pushing the heel back, and then I circle down and around. So try not to lean forward too much. Again, let's push the heel back out as far as you can get without having to fold forward. Push the heel out. And then pick it up to the side without having to bend too much to the side. Pick it up, knee and ankle are level, and then bring the foot down as it comes back in front. We'll do 3 on each side. Open, rotate, push back, around, down, push back, open up to the side, bring the foot down, and in. Last one on this leg. Open, push back, down. Okay, left leg. Lift the knee. Open up to the side. Lift the ankle to where it's even with the knee. Push back, circle around. Push the heel back away from you. Come to the side, drop the heel back down as you come in front. Lift, open, rotate, push back and around. And one more. To the side. Round slowly. Feel all parts of this. If there's anywhere that feels like you're just kind of gliding through it and you can't really feel that area, stay there, go back and forth, kind of massage that area, bring more awareness to that area, and then keep moving. Okay, check that out. So the first of our 6 straight leg kicks is just to the front. We start in a bow stance. It's good to kind of set yourself up in your bow stance first. Push into the front leg, straighten the back leg, feel your weight sinking down the back leg, and then you're going to just swing, keeping the heel extended, toes pulled in. Swing the leg through and step back. Let's do this 10 times, just very lightly, just feel where you're at on this first one. Keeping the leg totally locked out, extending through the heel over the full range of motion. Let's come to the other side. So try not to bend your body to accommodate this. Just keep your torso upright and swing the leg through. Again, we're just starting light. As you loosen up, your leg will just naturally go higher. All right, second one. This is out to the side. And for this one, you're going to lift the ankle high. So as the leg goes out, the ankle stays high, as opposed to the toes being high. So I like to think of it as I just pull one ankle away from the other ankle. Imagine there's a rubber band between your two ankles, and you just stretch it out to the side. Let's do 10 to each side. Again, don't worry about, or try not to bend too much. Just wherever you can get your leg to, standing up. And then 10 on the other side. Remember, keep the ankle high. Toes will be pointing forward the whole time. Okay, next one. Start with the feet perpendicular to each other. So now this time the leg is coming out to the side again, but the toes are pointing up. So as opposed to heel being on top, the toes are pointing up. And we just lift 10 times to the outside. We've rotated the leg, the hip, to where now the top of the leg is going up to the side. Other side, point the toes out to the side, and lift 10 times. Shake that out. All right. Fourth one is opening up the front of our hip flexor. You can hold onto a wall to do this one, but you're just going to slide the foot back. You can lean forward if you need to, but there's really no reason to. Just feel the stretch coming across the front of the hip flexor, but don't make it crunch your back. So keep the back flat, tailbone tucked, and just reach back with the heel 10 times. And other leg. All right. First four are all just in linear directions. The last two are from our crescent kicks. They come up and they circle either outward or they come up to the side and circle inward. So the first one is an outside crescent, straight leg kick, meaning it goes from the inside toward the outside. Again, we keep the leg straight. We bring it up in front of or a little bit across the body, and then open the hip to the outside to swing the flat foot or the straight leg across. So 10 of those. To the outside. Keep the leg straight. Don't bend forward or back. We're just trying to isolate our hip mobility here. Final one, you lift the leg to the outside and bring it across the inside. For an inside, it's making a crescent, so it's called a crescent kick. But on this, we're just keeping the leg straight. It's not actually a martial kick. We're just, again, building that movement, that connection, that strength over the range of motion that we need for the kicks. We're just building that into the body, into the hip. So you come to the outside and pull it across toward the inside. 10 times. And other leg. And then come into a horse stance. Let that kind of sink into the hips. Feel, maybe you can sink a little bit lower into your horse stance and feel controlled now that you've opened up a little bit more space. So that's it. That's our 6 dynamic stretches, straight leg kicks. This is a great thing to do after you've done, or even before you've done your warm-ups, or just anytime you're doing a kicking workout or class. Just start with these to build your mobility.